Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm good, brother. How you doing, bro?
I am good, thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you for making time to talk to me.
Nah, no problem. Ntsikelelo, ne?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Nah, I'm Sabby on Vantage. Sabby.
Okay, awesome. Uh, just just a quick, just to start with a quick one. The move from Y to Metro. How has it been? How has it been treating you so far?
It's been exciting, man. Overwhelming. Um, Consistently just feeling blessed, just taking it every time, man. I have to go do my show. I've always dreamt of being on Metro, and to be part of the platform is just something I don't take light, you know. So I'm excited. I'm still excited. You asking me that question is just a reminder, like, damn, I'm in Metro now. So yeah, you know, um,
Yeah.
it's overwhelming, bro. It's overwhelming. I wish I could find the right words to articulate how it really makes me feel. Certain things we dream about, and when you finally get to to live your dream, um, it's a surreal moment. So I guess that's just how I feel or how I am. It's the same thing that was with Y. I was with Y for 10 years, and sometimes I'd pinch myself because doing Drive on Y was also a big deal for me. I'm always in a moment with everything, and now being in Metro is like, fuck, what? It's the biggest thing in the country, man. Like,
Yeah.
dang, like I always find myself mumbling or just saying a whole lot of words whenever this question comes out, because I don't think there's ever going to be a sentence to fully explain it. It's like, fuck, bro. It's funny. It's surreal, though.
Yeah. It really sounds big and exciting, and uh, with with you being in the music business, with this project, as it was mentioned, uh, it, it, it we saw how the music people in the entertainment industry were impacted by this whole COVID and lockdown. So, what made you take the step and actually be thinking out of the box during a time where people were figuring out how to survive?
Oh, I think more than anything else, I was ready. I was ready to make music again. After I had made the last single for the Department of Community Safety, which was Asfigeni, it's Java, I had Rouge, I had Kid X. So much had transpired in the making of that song, and it was emotionally demanding. Then I just took some time out from making music for a while. But last year, when I had started a platform called Keeping It 100, where young artists would come through on my IG, because I had time, they'd come through on my IG, play me their songs, and then I'd offer them feedback because I'm always receiving music from artists that says, yo, Saving, they don't get feedback, dog. What can I improve? What can I do so I can eventually get my song on your show, on radio? So I'd offer that information, free of charge. It was COVID, the world was resetting, things were changing, and there were so many young people that are consistently trying to get information. And I had, made myself available twice a week on Instagram. I used to do it on Tuesday and Thursday. And then Fleamoji came on board and said, yo, we like what you're doing. Can we partner up with you? So we met, we spoke. And then, from that conversation, they're like, yo, why don't we just put out a full body of work with unknown names in the industry and just, create a platform where we can find the next big thing co-signed by you. And because I was already thinking of releasing music this year, it just made sense also, to be the light within this pandemic, to afford someone room to say, yo, bro, your dreams are still valid. You can still make this music thing happen. And it was just a time, man, where we were all just demotivated. So I was excited about making music, and I'm an energy king. I was like, fuck, man, if you're a dope artist, you make great music, I want to hear your song because I would like to work with you. We had like over 1,000 submissions. I think it was no over, yeah, it was like over 5K or 4K
Wow.
submissions of artists that came through. We listened to the music, we streamlined it to 40, went down to 20, started making music with the 20, and now we have 13 songs on the project. We're gonna put out the track list, I think, next week, because we're dropping definitely this month. So I was excited. I think more than anything else, I was in the right space to make music, because I could engage in different energies, engage with different people, because that's what music requires. You just need to be in the mood to call people, follow up on people, nag people, be understanding, be patient. And if you're not in the right mindset to do that, then you pretty much won't finish the project. So, and also I had a great team behind me, man. So it was an organic moment, an organic process, and everything just felt right.
And working with new artists, fresh artists, obviously they're hungry for this opportunity.
Mm.
How challenging was it to deal with the different personalities that came through? As you say, it was thousands of people who came through, and you had to streamline it down to about 40 and then 20. How challenging was it to work with these different energies, with these different personalities?
I think it was a bit easy because you interview people. So for me, an interview or having a conversation with someone can tell you if you can work with them or not. Um, so most of them, so I had 40 freaking talented people, and I could safely say the 20 that I selected is because based on the conversations and based on the interviews I had with them, I could sense where they're at mentally. I could sense where they would fit into the puzzle. I could sense how important their role would be in the project. So it was like cooking up a big brother house. Everyone had to be different so I can present an offering that has totally different elements that could also cater for different parts of the market. So that's how I was able to get to the 20 that actually made the final cut to the process. It was very challenging, but at the same time, it was easy because I knew what I wanted. I knew what kind of voices I wanted. I knew what kind of personalities I wanted. So it was just a matter of getting all those people into one space and start executing the songs and ideas that I had in my head. Um, and I think once people hear the body of work, it's not what people are expecting. People are expecting a project that does not have any musicality to it. And we have so much music composition that happened in this project that yes, people might box it in an R&B or hip hop genre specifics because we live in a world where labels make sense for humans. But I
Yes.
think this is a project that will definitely um, kind of like give the hip hop community a reason or a solution to the importance of bringing in new people consistently. And we see that it's working for Mapiano, and I'm about to show that we can really have a lot of new talent coming in at the top, and the spotlight being, enough for everyone to shine. So, as a DJ, I think it's about responsibility. Whether people like it, they hate it. Osala yung bafagile, back door, front door, ba on.
Yes. Yeah. Mentioning Uti is Obafagile. Now the thing is, we live today in a digital world. And one of the big things is the cancel culture and people being mean. And do you feel that these artists that you've put on, do you feel they are ready for any backlash that they might get out there from people who feel they know more than you as the person who selected this 20 that you feel is good enough to get in?
Mm. So what I decided to do, so after we were done making music with, the creators and the artists themselves, I initiated a workshop. So I hosted a workshop for all of them. I had, industry experts that came through just to teach them about different components or pillars that are very instrumental for their career, so they know how to handle or deal with the new attention that they're about to receive. And I think that kind of like shaped them and made them realize that it's more than just the making of the music. It's more than just the performance of the music. It's about all these other things that come back or come together to make you the artist that you'll become one day. So that workshop that I did for them was very important. And I think after that, even how they move online and how they position themselves has kind of changed. And I think that's the great thing about sharing information or building someone, is that once they know what they did not know, they use that to shape the person they would like to become in the future, you know. So it
Yes.
was it was exciting, man. I feel like I have found 13 new young brothers and sisters, and I'm just helping them navigate their way to where they're supposed to be. Um, and the backlash that will come with it, I'll definitely be there to support them, because I'm the one who brought them here. I'm the one who led them to this point, and some of the things that are about to happen in their lives, I will need to assist them where I can. But that's based on work. But if someone does stuff that is beyond my control,
Yes.
I can't help them sometimes. You know what I mean? Like what you do when you're drunk in the club, or if you're drinking and driving, no, I can't. It's not really affiliated with the arts and the reason why we connected. But if it's something with the music, you know, if it's something, maybe a lyric or something that we had done in the project, and people are coming at us, they're most likely going to come for me. They're not going to come for the artist, because um, as someone who is an executive producer, I signed it off, which means it's fine, right? So they're definitely
Yes.
going to come for me. So I'll be there to support them. But I know that this time next year, one of them, you know, will become a familiar name into the space. One of them will be working with maybe one of the big artists, you know, because that's the whole point of projecting new energy or bringing a new light, is that it's just got to shine a little bit brighter and stay a little bit longer. And I think I have a lot of those on this album. You know, people you can't really say they sound similar to so and so. The offering is just different. It sounds exciting. It sounds new. And that's the joy about bringing new people onto the table, is that they come with a new energy. They come with a new approach. They come with a totally different, you know, point of view. And I got to learn a lot from them, and they got to learn a lot from me. And that's the joy about learning and unlearning, is that it happens when you want it to happen. If you don't want it to happen, you'll still stick
Yeah.
with the same mindset, you know.
Now, one of the brands that partnered with uh, Project Drip Footwear.
Mm.
We know it's one of the beloved brands in the country. How did that one come about?
I had a conversation with Leka. I was actually there to drop off some Get Paid merch, which is my clothing, you know, brand. And then he asked me like, "What you working on?" Because I'm a big supporter of people, so I'll support you. I don't expect anything out of you. It's just who I am. And then, you know, he just asked me, "So what are you working on? Like, when are you ever gonna ask for anything?" I was like, bro, like when the time comes, I'll ask, you know, but I'm working on this project. He said, okay, cool. Send it to me on paper. Let me see what it's all about, and let's see if Drip can partner. I sent him that, and I think he chilled for like 2, 3 weeks. And then one random night, he sent me a text, says, "Yo, Sabby, I like this, man. Have you started?" I was like, yeah, we actually mid production. Is like, I love this. It speaks to the brand. The brand is all about empowering. The brand is all about supporting people and just, you know, giving them hope, you know, so they can be great, you know, which even goes to the new branding that the brand is taking right now, you know, you great, and just pushing you to fully understand that your purpose is fully bigger than you understand it right now. And if we can support people understand how great they are, the better we can make our community, you know. So I was like, oh, bro, thank you, you know. And then that's how we got on board. It was very organic, it was very authentic. I followed protocol, but at the same time, I have so many relationships with people where sometimes it becomes very hard to knock on their doors and ask, you know. But I'm so used to people asking me always. So I'll forever be grateful to Lekau, man, because his contribution to this project allowed us to unlock so much more, to make sure that the release and the product itself sounds way better than we could have imagined, because we could now afford the best engineers and mixers to put together the mixing of this project. We could now afford, you know, the best in PR to get this out there, music sampling. Like, we could just make the team a little bit bigger to make this presentation a little bit more brighter and exaggerated. and be heard and seen far and wide by different people. So yeah, that's just how it came about. And yeah, man, I'll forever be grateful to Lekau. Generally an amazing guy, always open to hear ideas and help where he can. And I'm so happy to have them on board for this one. Yeah.
So, having made this project, what is the way forward for it? Where do you want to see these new people in the next year or so when it comes to the music business?
I want to see them grow, bro. Um, I wanna listen. I want to back announce their songs one day. I want to go to shows and they headlining or they part of the bill. I want to see them 5 years from now doing the same thing that I did for them for someone else. Um, I just want to see them become better artists than they are at the very moment. Because I know you help someone, they grow, and they will remember how they got to where they are, and they will do it for one person, you know, and they'll pass the baton to the next person. Um, but for the project, you know, I'm hoping that next year we'll be able to get more brands on board so we can just, you know, fine tune or fix or provide more things for the artists that we could not provide this year because of monetary reasons. Because sometimes you get into a passion project and you really forget that there's costs involved. You know, you think everyone is going to respond to you with the same level of passion and excitement that you have for this project, but you need to meet them halfway. I'm a CSI rates and what. So that's why I'm so grateful that Legao jumped on board with this project, because now I could meet people through these CSI rates, you know, people just looking out for me and paying them something, because it was starting to dig deep into my pocket when we had started. Um, so when Drip came on board, it was actually very, very instrumental. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna do volume 2 next year. I think volume 2 is gonna be tighter than volume 1. Volume 1, which is the one that's dropping now in November. Um, we were open to a whole lot of things. We were learning, we were starting something new. And I think next year is gonna be a little bit tighter, you know, because there's certain things we figured out how we're gonna do better, how we can perfect. The reason why we got to 13 songs because it was so much great music. But next year we definitely just gonna go for 7 or 10, nothing more than that, just to add that pressure on ourselves. But yeah, I just want to see them shine, man. I want to see them shine.
Okay, no, that sounds awesome. And thank you very much for making time, and thank you for opening doors for people who are looking for opportunity. We know it's difficult to get into the business, but because of people like you, doors are open now.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, man, nice. That's begunzima ukuthi sigene. So it's just always important to remember that there's always someone at the bottom. So